The following was sent by viewer Danny Cortez, and it has been recorded within the four walls of his own home, while he was filming his two dogs playing with each other. His message reads as follows. Hello, my name is Danny, and one night I was just filming my dogs playing around. Nothing unusual really, but I think I captured something in the doorway. Look towards the end of the video. Let's do just that. Natalia stated that nobody but her and her dog were upstairs at the time. I'm sure we all can see the strange shadow that is just standing there in the doorway and then moving to the right. But what could it have been? It looks semi-transparent. So probably not another member of Danny's household. If it wasn't just a skid, it might actually have been a shadow figure. Natalia stated that nobody but her and her dog were upstairs at the time. The next video was recorded by Angel, and he states that there is a building in his local town that many people say is haunted. And ever so often, a report comes in from friends or family members that claim that they have seen weird things that were going on in this building. He saw strange things as well in there, but could never really capture it. The building was converted to a supermarket, by the way. This night, a friend on the passenger seat of his car recorded while they were driving through the street in question, and while passing by the store, there seemed to be something mysterious that can be seen in the window. Let's take a look. Apparently the store was closed around that time, which I believe. It looks like nobody remained in there after closing hours. Yet, some viewers believe that they see an elderly lady standing there. Could that be so? But how? Very curious.
In this video, we can see a man who is having a conversation with his dogs, having spent the whole day at home. The dogs were eagerly awaiting their master's return from work. The young man states that he always thought that a weird energy was lying within the four walls of this apartment. Before he moved into this unit a couple of years prior, former residents told him firsthand that they also were sure that this place was haunted. But rumors are rumors, and until this moment, the man never really came eye to eye with something paranormal. When he gets ready to finally take his dogs out for a walk, he places his camera down on a shelf. What the camcorder then captures could not be explained. It occurs that a pair of glowing eyes is lurking out of the dark closet. Is it a demon by any chance? The eyes stare at the camcorder for a whole minute, until the man realizes that he had forgotten to turn the camcorder off. What is your opinion?
The next couple of videos were uploaded by Matt Hall 36, and it all started with a randonaut trip into the woods, where he came across an abandoned car wreck. Not really being a believer in anything paranormal or strange for that matter, he didn't think anything of it. but he might have taken something home with him that day. Let's take a look.
Trails, so we're on the ATV and let's go see where it takes us.
For better or for worse, he decided to return to the scene at a later date, and in the evening for whatever reason. And he tried to contact again what seemed to ask for help that day, and this is when something maybe attached itself to him.
There's like children's toys, like all broken, like, alright, that's creepy. This is the middle of the woods, there should be nothing here, I'm so confused. Alright, other than the shirt and like the toys and stuff, there's nothing else here. I walked like all around the car, but I don't see anything else, that's all that's here. Is there anybody here? Guys, I think I just heard something. I'm starting to get creeped out here. It's getting dark out, so I wanted to try randonauting again, but on my last video, a lot of people told me that I had to set an intention before I went. So before I got my location this time, I set my intention as to find answers about the car in my last video. It literally gave me a location on the same trail as the car. On maps, the location is just like a little bit further down the trail than where the car is, so I'm gonna go check it out.
This area turned out to be no different. A lot of stuff was lying around by people that might have lived there for some time, or maybe just some wanderers. But Matt got the idea that things just didn't seem right. Why would the app bring him to the same exact location almost? Could all be a coincidence, of course. But after getting home this particular night, they came up with a foolish idea.
So me and my girlfriend were messing around with the Ouija board. It spelled out the word car, and I instantly thought about my randonaut videos. We stopped playing after that because it kind of started to freak us out a little bit. Our fingers are barely on it. It literally just spelled out car.
I'm not doing this anymore.
So, by starting a Ouija session, Matt and his girlfriend had just opened the door to the paranormal realm, inviting anything into their home. Maybe not the smartest idea. And guess what? Something might have entered their place.
Later that night at around like 4 a.m., I got woken up by something really, really loud in the next room. It is literally like 4 a.m. And I just got woken up by the loudest like crashing noise in my other room. Dude, what? My chair, my paintings. Okay, no. I'm starting to think whatever was at those randonaut locations followed me home.
Probably true. And whatever else wanted to join you in your home has entered as well, Matt.
Pretty sure my house is 100% haunted. People were telling me that me and my girlfriend didn't close the Ouija board properly in my last video, and that we basically invited spirits into my house. We did say goodbye to the board, but at this point we already had our hands off once, and apparently you can't take your hands off until the board says goodbye back to you. We tried to use the board again to see if we could properly close the session, but we weren't able to contact anyone, and the piece never moved. And then yesterday, this happened. Okay, something just knocked over my chair again. I'm honestly getting sick and tired. What? Hello? Is there anybody here? If you're here, do something. No.
And from that night on, poltergeist activity started to unfold.
No. So the other day I was home alone and I walked downstairs to go to my room. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I saw a shadow-like figure sitting in one of the chairs. The shadow disappeared pretty quick, but the chair was still rocking, so I took my phone out and started recording. Again, I was home alone. There was nobody else at the house, so what you hear at the end scared me enough that I stayed at a friend's house that night. I swear to God, I just saw someone sitting in this chair, and now it's rocking a little bit. Hello? Is anybody here? What do you want?
This clearly sounds like footsteps of a younger person running across the floor.
What do you want?
Maybe the same girl from the woods.
I've had a lot of people reach out to me and try and give me tips on how to deal with the ghost. And I just want to give a big thank you because some of the things are helping. I did sage my house, and when the ghost is present, I'm trying to be as fearless as I can and tell the ghost to get out. The past couple days a lot less things are happening, which is good. Normally like 10 or more things happen every day, so there's a lot that happens off camera. But this clip here is one of the 2 things that happened yesterday, and that number's way lower than it used to be. I was just chilling and this light just knocked over, just randomly. Are you still here? Do something if you're still here. Get out of my house, please. You are not welcome here. Get out of my house. Get out.
So, in conclusion, Matt is now dealing with a mean haunting in his family's house, which could have all originated at the haunted location in the woods. Maybe a young spirit attached itself to him back then, and I don't think it was really wise to return to the scene. But what made it all worse was opening the gate to the other realm, which then has caused some poltergeist activity to unfold. And Sage might not have helped after all, even though he says it has gotten better.
I swear to God, I just saw someone sitting in this chair, and now it's rocking a little bit. Hello? Is anybody here?
Let's see how this case develops in the future.
What do you want?
After these guys were playing with another ghost board, strange things started to happen. First, the music stops playing, unexplainable noises in the apartment, and in the end, a small surprise.
Il est trop cool ce fichier. Ouais. Tu as une crotte de nez là? Ah putain, l'autre crotte de nez. Elles sont comment?
Notice how this chain in the background started swaying around without anybody touching it. And the music stops playing.
Pas toi, mais mec, le truc il saute tout le temps aussi. Je veux dire, on va. Non, mais c'est pas le CD, mais en vrai, tu vas juste éclater l'ampli, c'est chiant gros. Le diamant ça coûte cher. Hein. Arrête, va voir Elias toi. Quel bouffon. Mais c'est lui en fait, c'est ça. C'est lui en fait. Tu l'as vu?
At this point, they freak out a little and start hearing sounds coming from the kitchen.
Je l'ai pas touché la télécommande. Allez, vas-y, c'est bon. T'es sérieux? T'en bats les couilles, mec. N'importe quoi. Ouais, là, c'est chiant. Ça te rassurerait d'avoir ton papa Elias, Gaël, c'est ça?
Or is it stemming from the outside, maybe?
Ça va, au pire, c'est bon, tu dis viens voir, comme ça c'est bon, en mode oui, c'est lucide, je vais qu'il y a quelque chose. Parce que je le dis, ce truc qui bouge, ça va y croire. T'es sérieux? Y'a rien qui bouge, c'est juste qu'il voulait être rassuré, c'est tout. Oh les gars.
Well, the rambling in the apartment clearly speaks for something else being there. So it's not coming from outside. Is it an entity that now is roaming in the apartment, maybe? Whatever is back in there seemed to have turned the music back on.
Mais non.
Or has it?
J'ai voulu l'arrêter, mais c'est pas moi là. J'ai pas eu le temps de l'arrêter en fait. C'est chiant, moi j'aime pas. C'est une blague de deux. La lumière s'éteint, parce qu'elle tombe. Le pain de mie qui est tombé, ça m'est déjà arrivé 50 fois. C'est les voisins, je crois. On va envahir tout le monde là. En vrai les gars, je pense que vous prenez juste la tête juste pour rien.
After this is going for a while, they decide to give it another shot and return to their apartment.
J'avoue là, ça va nous... Oh.
But look at that. It appears that a pair of jeans is just walking off towards the left. What is going on here?